Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Welcome back to SmackDown Vs Raw 2008 General Manager Mode. I am not done yet. We are 6 weeks to Wrestlemania. Gonna do it in 4 days. Welcome back to the show. So, first and foremost, we did have an injury on our No Way Out pay-per-view, but it's only a half impact on the hamstring of the Edgester. But also, we know now that we won. Like, we're at 100%, so all of our ongoing anything no longer matters. And that being the case, we can do whatever we damn well please. So rivalries, don't need them. Don't need them at all, so you guys can get delete, because I do not need the numbers anymore. I can do whatever, whenever, wherever on this show. But our current champions are Batista, Stone Cold, myself, and Crime Time. And the roster. We have still a roster to take care of here, and certainly Crime Time and Stone Cold get the day off today because, yes, that needs to happen. But also, who is potentially upset that can get shipped off somewhere else? William Regal, unsatisfied, wants some gold. Well, William Regal, I have some ideas here for that, certainly. But also, contractually, who is almost done here in under 6 weeks? Because 6 weeks is Mania, right? So, Regal we're going to wait on here. Punk can get another 5 weeks, because that will get him up over the line there. And Booker also might get traded here with my current... I'm thinking of some things. So, over on Monday Night Raw, if I wanted to say William Regal, and I wanted to trade him for perhaps multiple superstars, who is high and low in their popularity? Can I get a Mr.? But can I also get a masterpiece? Would that be amenable to Monday Night Raw? What's the deal? Request the trade. What do you say? Trade accepted. So Regal, back to Raw. I get Masters and Kennedy, right? Now, we also want to go over here and say, hey, what about ECW? What if I took King Abuka and said, who can I get from ECW? What if I get Bobby Lashley and Johnny Drip Drip? Would that work for Lashley and Morrison for King Abuka? What do you say, Tommy Dreamer? Trade decline. All right, that was too much to ask for. But we're going to try again. Because, hey, why not? ECW. I want to propose a trade here. I want to trade away King Booker. And I want the almighty Bobby Lashley. But I will also take Finlay, who likes to fight. What do you say on that, ECW, Tommy Dreamer? What do you say? Accepted. So again, my roster here is now ridiculous as we head towards WrestleMania. So now, whose deals of those I just brought over here are up? So yes, Lashley, Finlay, and Kennedy have 2 weeks. We need to give them all a 5-week deal for $200K. So spending that money as we head toward the grandest stage of them all. So Finlay here, pretty cheap on his deal. And Kennedy here is, $220. That's fine. Kennedy. So there we go. Everybody else here is over the 6-week contractual deal, and Mania is in 6 weeks. So we have a huge roster to play with as we head towards this week's SmackDown. But first, we can do some events here. We can do some trophy dates for Finlay. We can do some for Lashley. The usual. So let's get past that. +8 for Finlay. The ladies love Finlay. Huh. Alright then. Luck of the Irish, as they say. So Bobby Lashley here can get +5. Chris Masters, get him in there for a +5. And finally, a certain Mr. on a certain trophy date. Mr. Kennedy, get you some +5. There we go. So, meanwhile, on our competitors here who have been deprived of even more superstars, their shows looked like this. Vacant, Snitsky versus Mickey. Tori beats Melina, women's title. Ashley and Chavo beat Regal and Sandman. And Randy Orton and Helms lose to Kane and Marcus tag team titles. 4-star Raw. EC vacant. Mark Henry beats Kenny. Kelly beats Nitro. Matt and Elijah beat Carlito. And Kali, Umaga, and Candice in a tag team with a manager versus and defeating Book and Take. And a 4.5 star. Like, I'm taking their talent and they still managed to put these things in there somehow. I don't know. So, SmackDown. First and foremost, we need to turn HBK into a heel. So, Shawn Michaels, where you at, bro? You need to be a heel HBK to join your tag team partner here in DX with that. Otherwise, let's clear this stuff, let's vacate these things, and let's run this show. Okay, we have the one thing we want to do here, but also we didn't look at our ratings from the pay-per-view. That was a 5-star pay-per-view, 4.5 star, 4.5 star, 4.5 star, 5-star, 5-star. Just absolutely knocking it out of the park at No Way Out. But also, we didn't look at our ongoing ratings here for the past week, so our .com report did indeed say the fallout from No Way Out SmackDown 675K from pay-per-view. Alright, so let's go look at our fan support and that giant jump from pay-per-view heading towards Mania, 5.19 versus 1.9 versus 2.26. Financials are at, you know, where they're at. Power 25. Who can challenge Batista? It's going to be Edge and Batista in our main event for that world title. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It's not, because Edge is going to be hurt. So, sorry, Edge. That ain't going to happen. That ain't going to happen. Let's just book some nonsense, because you know what? It's fine. Can we book in our main event the current champion, who is indeed Batista, and Batista will face up against Mr. Non-Title. So that is our main event for the show. We do want to have, on this show, some hype for WrestleMania, certainly. Otherwise, let's say we book a Fatal 4-Way, and we'll make it a hardcore Fatal 4-Way. So Masters is in there, Lashley's in there, Jeff Hardy is in there, and MVP is in there. Now, match number 3 will be a triple threat match for the Cruiserweight title. And it will be our 3 Cruiserweights here. So we'll take Mysterio, we'll take myself, so Attack Slug, and who? Oh wait, Ray is super high fatigue. You know what, Ray? I'm sorry, we can't book you in this matchup, right? We can, however, book Mr. CM Punk, and we can book Jeff Hardy. So let's take Jeff Hardy out of this match here in this 4-way, and instead put in John Cena. So Lashley, Masters, Cena, MVP, hardcore Fatal 4-way, Cruiserweight, triple threat matchup. We have HBK turning heel, Triple H and Finlay in a parking lot brawl, because he likes to fight, so sure, a fight in the parking lot. And we'll just keep the first match vacant, because, you know what, it's fine. We've booked a lot of guys, and guys like Edge, JTG, and Ray, and Austin need the day off. So confirming our SmackDown, again, none of this really kind of impacts anything. So Triple H, Finlay, parking lot brawl, what do we got? Finlay wins in his debut here on SmackDown. Attack Slug, CM Punk, Jeff Hardy, Cruiserweight Championship. It is myself retaining that Cruiserweight title. Hardcore, Fatal 4-way, what do we got? MVP is indeed ballin'. And Kennedy versus Batista, non-title. And Kennedy wins his debut here on SmackDown. Continuing to next week. So, EC Dub on a Sunday in Worcester, Mass? Okay, sure. Simulate to EC Dub. Perhaps it is a one-night stand, I don't know, right? But what I do know... Oh, hold on, important messages here. Is somebody hurt? No, it's just JBL. I don't care, JBL. Just a big loser. Okay, so... EC Dub here. I can get myself some more trophy dates for Bobby Lashley. Get him +5. And then, alright, results. Fan change. SmackDown. Negative 650K, because it's the week after pay-per-view, so we kind of gained a bunch and then lost a bunch. It is what it is. but a 5-star show there for ECW on pay-per-view. Which one? We don't know, and kind of who cares? So 4-star Raw and SmackDown was a 3.5. Like, look, we got rid of all our rivalries. It don't matter. It don't matter. Like, we won by a large sum of victory. So, Hartford, Connecticut, it's fine. We're going to say it's going to be a charity event for the Masterpiece. And get him some +2 in the hospital. Then Omaha, Nebraska EC Dub will do a trophy date for Finlay, who likes to date. +5. Let's check on our fatigue levels here, see who's kind of up there still. So, fatigue. What do we got? Cena and Finlay now need to not be doing things, so that kind of botched that a little bit. And yeah, everybody here is at 4, so, you know, injuries could happen. And again, I've already won, so that's kind of the main takeaway here, is that I've already gotten things under control and gotten my victory. But who is unsatisfied? John Cena wants some gold. MVP wants some gold. Where are John Cena and MVP on that Power 25? That's the question. So, here we go. John Cena and MVP can challenge, and so can Shawn Michaels. So you know what? Triple threat, Batista, MVP, and HBK. There we go with that for SmackDown. Let's just get there, because fatigue levels. Let everybody get a day off here in Omaha, Nebraska. So, Batista versus, hold on, triple threat here. Triple threat main event and MVP. And that is a World Heavyweight Championship endeavor. Now then, match number 4. Importantly, it will be a tag team title match. 2-on-2 tag team. Our champions, JTG and Big Shad. And they go up against, finally, D-Generation X. So, Shawn Michaels and a Triple H. And yes, Shawn has 0 fatigue, and Shawn gonna work double duty here on this show. Perhaps it'll be Shawn 2 belts. You never know. Now then, this one I'm just gonna keep here because they are not fatigued that much, and we can keep on doing it. It's fine. But this one has to change here, so what if we said it was a Stone Cold Steve Austin? Non-title. Gotta keep Steve happy. And match 1 again, we're going to vacate because whatever. Now, promos, we're going to need some money. Not a lot, but some. So let's get those going here. Advertising. Pay-per-view hype for WrestleMania. So our card now is Masters Kennedy Stone Cold and Slug Punk Hardy. Tag team titles, pay-per-view hype, and HBK Batista MVP for that World Heavyweight title. And that's our show for this week. So, confirming that card. And let's run things down and see how things go by playing as Ken Kennedy. Because why not? We do indeed need a thumbnail after all. And here he is, the Masterpiece. Making his pose, hitting that pyro, doing that thing with Chris Masters and his master lock, if you will. Meanwhile, it is indeed Ken Kennedy is here on SmackDown, finally, because I don't have anything else to lose. Like, I've already become victorious. The ratings are going to be what they are at this point. If they go down, it's fine. I'm winning by double. There's no way that even not having ongoing rivalries and even not having things constantly go up, I'm not going to go under in like 5 weeks. I just can't see the ratings collapsing that hard, and otherwise, again, it does not particularly matter. Hey, don't you talk net, don't you be mean to Tony Chimmel. I get it, you got your own microphone. I understand that's kind of your whole spiel. But don't you yell at Tony Chimmel, he's awesome. Seriously. So, here he is, doing his thing.
Now that I have everybody's attention, I would just like to remind you that I weigh in tonight at 246 pounds. I hail from Green Bay, ready!
And there it is. Congrats. And of course, the Texas Rattlesnake is in the building, the current U.S. champion, but not wearing his belt for reasons, because it's non-title. So it is what it is here without Stone Cold. What? Give me a hell yeah. And now we attempt to finish this thing as soon as possible on the show today. So here we go. Triple threat. Who gonna get stunned? Who gonna get that Kenton bomb? We gonna find out here. I need a HUD, if you will. Very important to have that HUD. Need that. Essential. Essential. Get back here, Stone Cold. Get back here, Stone Cold. What? Bro. I hit a move on you. And there we go. The backdrop. It needed to happen. And stomp that Masters in the face and show him who is boss of the SmackDown. There it is. Yes. Smack him on the head. Do that. Eye poke of doom. And then a backdrop. And a finisher. Hey, Stone Cold. Hey, Stone Cold. Bro. Can you not when I have finish? Can you not when I have Stone Cold? I'm hitting Y. It's not Y. It's not Y. I don't know what his finish is. Like, legit don't know what his finish is. So, I lost it. It's gone. I don't know what his finish is, and I couldn't get it from a gut kick, so I am now baffled as to what it could be, and it kind of don't matter at the end of the day. So, I will keep on keeping on, if at all possible, or, more importantly, here in this triple threat endeavor, Mr. Kennedy here has had enough of your nonsense and will hopefully eventually get out of the ring here and go for something under the ring. Some plunder, if you will. A sledgehammer, if you will. And get me DQ'd somehow. Even though it's triple threat, like there shouldn't be a DQ. But hey, more importantly, Masters won that match somehow. So, elsewhere, Cruiserweight title, Attack Slug still Cruiserweight champion. Now, your tag team titles, DX versus A Crime Time, and new tag team champions. HBK Batista MVP for that World Heavyweight title, and new champion MVP. So run it till Monday, and then check on our business here. JBL says, don't have empty match look. Tell Raw that. Tell ECW that. Relax yourself. Right? And also, no injuries this month. You love it. You love it. But we do have our .com. Match of the week was Kane. Fan change, SmackDown, negative. Wow. Wow. Perhaps we will get down to where Raw is and ECW at 2 million. Because, man, not having ongoing rivalries really screws you over when they're doing 4.5 stars and we're doing a 1, 2, 3.5 star show. So, you know, let's see where that's at there on the fan support. That, man, look at that. Down, and we're up a little bit, but we dip below 5 million at 4.8, and our competitors are at 2.0 and 2.5, with Kane and Matt Hardy here in the number 1 and 2 spots, which is pretty funny. It's pretty funny. So, meanwhile, MVP can be challenged by both of Crime Time and also Edge for that world title, but right now, I'm going to save. I'm going to see you tomorrow and the rest of the week to finish up and head towards WrestleMania. I'm Attack Slug. See you then. See you next time. And I'm out.